It's a little after 6 Friday night. I'm just waiting for some things to charge. And just thinking about what I'm going to work out today. I think I'm going to focus on mobility today. I've been pretty sore and tight all all day. Even though I did a bunch of mobility exercises towards the end of my workout last night, there's still like some sort of weird soreness, so I want to get in there and uh, yeah. So my goal is to record it, and that's what I'm going to put out today. This is my mobility routine. I'll talk you through the different things as the workout goes on. What I'm trying to feel mentally, as far as what muscles I'm trying to connect with, what cues I give myself to get a deeper stretch, that sort of thing. Along with that, I've also been thinking of ways to make my content better. This is only the 7th video, so I'm not I know it's a work in progress, but yeah. So the mic, I hope the audio quality will be much better. Uh, I was listening to my own videos, and it was not so good compared to other stuff that I listen to. So did that. I also got a new tripod. It's on the way still, so I think I can get better angles in the gym videos. And I'm also thinking about doing stuff other than just vlogs or my daily workouts. There's stuff that I think, like instructional stuff, and there's plenty of instructional stuff out there, but there's some things that I think that I could put a certain touch on and explain that I don't know, would probably help people. Um, or I've just had a lot of my friends tell that the way I say certain things or some of my cues have helped them. So maybe it could help other people and make good content. But yeah, this is my mobility routine. I'm probably going to do some abs and kettlebell stuff too. If you haven't yet, like this video, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, keep watching. So this first exercise is seated pigeon stretch cable good morning, or at least that's what I'm calling it. I don't know if this has an official name, but what I'm trying to focus on primarily in this movement is to open up the glutes, open up the hips, and stretch the hamstrings. So in this instance, what I'm doing is having my left leg in the bent position and the right leg extended. What I'm trying to feel is, so as I bend down, is where the glute and like the IT band and all of that is getting into the stretch position. It also connects into the lats, and you'll feel it tug on your lats too. And as I bend forward with the right hand, I'm pulling into my leg. So I'm using my right hand to pull into the heel of my right leg to almost row myself, or row myself with the right hand, create a little bit of resistance, I guess, to pull myself even deeper into the stretch. So if it's your first time doing it, you won't be doing any of that. You're going to find that your hips and stuff hurt long before you get as low as I do in this video. So what you want to do is go till you find like a little bit of discomfort. Stay there for a little bit, see what that feels like, then come back to the initial position. Maybe repeat that one more time. Then on the third rep, try to lower yourself a little bit further than you did the first 2 reps. Once you get there, again, repeat that a couple of times and then keep going. And you keep doing that for, sometimes you don't need like 8 reps or anything. Each rep, so actually, if you really wanted to, first rep, you get to your point of get to your point of resistance, wait there for like a good 5-6 seconds, see what that feels like, come back to the starting position. Then next time you try to go a little deeper, and then try to stay there for like 6 to 10 seconds. See how that feels like, come back up, and just do 5 reps. I think in this video all I'm doing is 5 reps on each side, but I'm taking my time, really feeling the stretch. It doesn't have to be for multiple reps. Um, the amount of weight that you want on the cable is, so initially always go really light. What the weight is doing is it's pulling you deep. It's so when you're bending forward, you're trying to get, you'll feel a tug in the hamstrings. What the weight does is increase that tug, so you get a deeper stretch. So it's pulling you forward, so you're able to bend in half more easily, but it's more resistance on the hamstring. By training your muscles through the stretched position is what gives you faster results in mobility than just stretching. Doing movements such as these with resistance is better than just stretching. Yeah, so find your minimum pain threshold, explore it a little, and then keep progressively overloading that. This next movement that I'm going to do is similar, but yeah, I'll jump back in when it's time for that. So this is cable Goodmornings. I've been doing this for about 2 years now. Started with seeing knees over toes guy. So knees over toes guy does this exercise where he does these seated Goodmornings in which he takes his chest to the bench. So for whatever reason, I have certain imbalances because of which doing the barbell Goodmorning is kind of weird. So I found much better results by doing the cable seated Goodmorning. For this, what you want to do is sit down and keep your legs as far apart as possible. That's like to where you feel your groin kind of stretch. Again, play around. If you don't have the mobility to keep it super wide, then keep it less wide. Then what you do is, so I think I've gotten to the point where it's a movement that is very similar to like a stiff leg deadlift, and it is something that once you get good at, you can go reasonably heavy on, but to start, keep it, I don't know, about 30-40 pounds. And the goal, like what you're mentally trying to visualize, is have your chest touch the floor. My chest is nowhere close to touching the floor. But as that's happening, as you slowly lower yourself, the places that you'll feel the stretch are your groin area. You'll probably feel a tug around the inner part of the knees as well. If so, like be gentle. Be gentle on yourself. And you'll also feel your hamstring stretch, your glute stretch, And as you're sinking deep, like as you're folding half, as you see me in the video, you'll feel your erector spinae, which is like the two muscles that run along the middle of your along either side of your spine, and you'll feel that stretch too. So mentally, all that entire chain of muscle, including the calves, you'll feel them all kind of stretch in unison and come back to the starting position in unison, and it feels great. It's kind of weird. I'm almost addicted to this movement because it makes me feel so good. Yeah, so try it out. Seen a lot of mobility and movement gains from this. So this next exercise is a pigeon stretch, which is so the pigeon stretch is like so the cable pigeon stretch. Keep the legs bent and have the cable pull you forward. Here, I'm not applying load, but um, I'm kind of using my body weight as load. So with the back leg, I'm on my toes. If you pay attention, you'll see my back leg is on the toes, and I'm kind of like pushing myself into my knee. So I'm trying to push my chest into the knee in order to accentuate the stretch that's being felt on the glute. In this angle, you might be able to see it a little better. So yeah, you see the back leg. So with the back leg, I'm trying to position myself such that like I'm pushing with my toes into, like I'm pushing forward so that I can get a little bit of leverage into my knee. I don't know. You'll have to do it to make sense. It's hard. I can't train everybody in person. I'm trying to put my feelings in your head. But yeah, try it out. I think you'll like it. So this is classic cross bench pullovers. There are just some things that I could say as far as cues that I think are, or at least what goes on in my mind when I'm doing this. So as you can see, I'm like in the bottom. I just leave it there, and then I just sink my hips down. What sinking the hips down does, so you'll see. Okay, so I'm sinking the hips down, and so what that does is create a like it elongates the lat and like the entire chain of back muscles even more, and it expands. I'm trying to fully expand the rib cage, and the serratus is also very activated here. So I'm at the bottom. I'm really trying to feel that chain, and that's what you should try to do too. If you're going to do this mobility routine, that's what you need to go for. Yeah. So sink the hips at the bottom, then raise it up, and bring the dumbbell up at the same time. Reset, and then do it again. I think the dipping the hips down part is really key. I think that's what some people miss, or I don't know if it's necessarily miss, or maybe they just don't want to do, or I don't know. But I think maybe there's differing opinions. I don't know. But yeah, dip the hips, stretches the lats and serratus out more, expands the rib cage better, gives that aesthetic, expanded top half physique look. Uh, yeah, and also great for shoulder mobility. So this is my attempt at a full split. I'm gauging my progress at how mobile I'm getting, doing all the knees over toes stuff and all the other stuff that I'm showing in the video by working towards a full front split. I think I'm getting pretty close. I was nowhere close to this in the past, but yeah, I'd say I'm pretty proud of myself for getting here. If you guys only knew how tight I've been over the X amount past however amount of years, yeah, being able to do stuff like this is really liberating. Don't underestimate mobility stuff and knees over toe stuff. If you guys should do all the knees over toe stuff. This next exercise is a glute loaded unilateral glute and hamstring stretch. I'm keeping one leg elevated on the bench, and with the opposing hand I'm holding onto a dumbbell. Again, the focus or your mental visualization is to have your chest touch your knee. You'll feel, so the leg that's elevated, you'll feel that's the one you're trying to stretch. You'll feel the entire chain, so calf, hamstring, glute, lat, and the erector spinae on the right side, or whatever side you're working, will all feel a stretch in unison at the bottom, and then you want to get back up. Essentially what this workout routine is doing is making stretching resistance training, which has shown to improve results better than just stretching. This is another, I think I've done this in a previous video, but to explain the movement, there are napkins on smooth floor. I'm alternating legs, and the back leg, the knee has to stay off the floor. And then my upper body, I'm trying to expand my chest and almost like you'll see me like open, like have my hands wide apart and try to like open up my chest and kind of do like my arms wide. That, like doing that motion and also trying to sit up straight improves the stretch on the hip flexor, and yeah, allows you to stretch much deeper. And yeah, the whole goal is to get a deep stretch. But yeah, you see, this is a really good one. But yeah, that's it for my mobility routine. I did some posing at the end today, so stick around and watch that, and like and subscribe.